Today we are going to be talking about the documentation that you need to bring with you if you are traveling with a minor who is not your child, you're not the parent. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today we're going to be talking all about the documentation that you should bring if you are traveling with a minor and you are not the parent. So first of all, different cruise lines have some different forms that you need to fill out that vary by cruise line. So make sure that you check with whatever is required by the cruise line that you are cruising on. But I want you to know that if you are sailing and you are taking a minor with you, no matter what is required by the cruise line, make sure that you have a signed letter from the parents of that child that is notarized with their signatures, both parents, stating that they have given you your permission to sail with their child. And this is for a minor. This is anyone under the age of 18. And so make sure that it's got their permission for you to be traveling with this child. And also make sure that it includes their authorization for you to make any medical choices that have to be made during the time that you are traveling with them. Because sometimes, and we never want it to happen, but every once in a while things happen that we require medical treatment. And it is often the parent that gives the permission for everything to happen. But if the parent isn't there, you need to have their permission to make those decisions on their behalf for their child. Another really important thing to remember is I know that sometimes parents are in the same place. It's really easy to get that letter with them both signed, having signed it with the notarization. But if the parents are in two different places, get two different letters that both say the same thing. All right, don't just forget about one parent. It's really important that both parents are listed there. In addition to that, I want to tell you about the importance of passports. We have in the cruising industry, there are a lot of cruises that they call closed loop cruises that you are actually permitted to go on without a passport. On those cruises, you're permitted to board the ship if you have a certified copy of your birth certificate and a photo ID showing who you are. Well, that is fine and dandy until something happens that you are not able to return on the cruise ship as scheduled. So if you become ill or the child, whoever the cruise passenger is, becomes ill, then you end up being in that place needing medical treatment. And if you have to stay any longer than the time that the ship is in port and you're left behind, and then you want to come back to the United States, you're going to have to go through a lot of hoops in order to be able to be permitted back into the United States. Even as a citizen of the United States, entry is not allowed with just a photo ID and a certified copy of your birth certificate. You have to have the passport. And so just keep that in mind, because none of us ever go on vacation expecting anything to happen. And this can truly happen anywhere, not just in the Caribbean, not just in Mexico, but saying you're going on a cruise to Alaska and you think, you know what, we're only making one stop in Canada. Well, what happens if something happens during that one stop in Canada? Or what happens if something emergent happens as you're sailing by Canada? And that's the closest medical care. There's a lot to think about, and getting a passport just takes away one of the risks and some of the worry. You no longer have to worry about anything to do with that. And I know that it's an expense, and I know that it takes time to apply for a passport, but once you've done it, you've got it. And depending on the age of the person, they're valid for a long time. And so I would suggest you just go ahead and do that. I appreciate any of you who would like to share your experiences, share anything that you think would be helpful for everyone to read through here about this. And I appreciate you joining me today. And for cruise updates, travel updates, and helpful information like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. And if you appreciate my updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? I'll leave any questions you have in the comments as well. And I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.